I'm pleased to be joined by Steve Byk, host of At the Races with Steve Byk. Steve, having a good time so far at Fairgrounds?
If you come here and you don't have a good time, you need to reevaluate your whole existence.
Let me ask you about the Risen Star Stakes, 50 points to the winner towards the Kentucky Derby. What are your thoughts on the field?
You know, obviously losing Jonathan's way out of here diminished it a little bit. I ended up kind of leaning on East Avenue just by default, honestly. I think there's a couple of interesting prices to play around with. I ended up using American Promise, the Lucas, prominently. I think he's the other horse and the fun horse that...
Speed from the rail?
Yeah, exactly. He's going to go. After that, I've got nothing particularly exciting to say. Vamos Carlitos is going to work his way on the bottom. He's got a very good prospect as a reverse tri-key horse. Kind of horse that'll come clunking up for third at a big price. And I also used Render Judgment, who I kind of was interested in at Oak Lawn, and then McPeak scratched for this spot. So I used him, but I don't know what to expect from Built. I kind of backed off of him. Chad, Septarian. There was really nothing that grabbed me, so I kind of went East Avenue by default.
Rachel Alexandra is right before the Risen Star. It's down to 4 horses. Obviously, good cheer. I mean, she's like either the favorite or second favorite right now for the Kentucky Oaks. What do you think about her comeback?
Well, I would have leaned on Simply Joking had she stayed in. I thought she would have a real pace edge and basically be the one to catch. Now it's kind of a joke. I mean, she's a good cheer's an absolute single on everybody's ticket. I ended up using Goel's Delight. But I mean, it's not a bettable race. It's strictly a multi-race spot, to basically get you from a very tough Fairgrounds and Mineshaft. I thought the 2 races that precede are a lot of fun, and we talked quite a bit this week, particularly yesterday during twinspires weekend preview. We talked about what an exciting prospect the Mineshaft is for the handicap division. You've got 5 4-year-olds that are making their next steps in here when you look at Tuscan Sky, Hall of Fame, Catching Freedom, Maycox Bay, and Batten Down. All of them are kind of coming into the year looking like they'll be major handicap division players.
Who do you like in the race?
I ended up picking Maycox Bay, who I just kind of kept coming back to as a price, and he seems, from a figure standpoint, he's going to take a step forward. So he's the best price. But Catching Freedom is going to get a pace set up here, and is really probably the right logical to pick him up late. But I wanted to make sure Maycox Bay and Catching Freedom were my 2 A's. But I've actually got a couple of tickets where I'm using everybody because it's that deep and that compelling. Then when it comes to the Fairgrounds, for a price, I thought that Relampago Verde, again, a horse at a 10-1, 8-1, I wanted to use. Unit economics is your horse to beat, but the turf races, 1 horse wins and 6 could have.
Thanks so much for your insights, Steve. Best of luck the rest of the day.
Enjoy it. Good luck, everybody.